and welcome to the final credits. Today, I am your host, Johnny64, and I'm here with our esteemed panel today, Spade. We got Big Grim, and our favorite little pancake lover, Pancakes. So today, we are coming off of the pretty big news from last week. James Gunn, the esteemed director who you may know from Guardians of the Galaxy, has dipped his toes in the past with DC Comics, has been chosen to lead DC comic movies moving forward in a big effort to kind of bring all of these series and franchises into one cohesive storyline. And he gave a pretty big video last week listing out all the different things that he plans to do for DC Studios and the brand moving forward. So we have both movies and TV series coming up. For the movies, we have a new iteration of Superman in Superman Legacy. As you may know, Henry Cavill, our previous Superman, was not chosen for this movie, and him, along with most of the rest of the cast of the current DC movies, have been recasted. We have Brave and the Bold, which is the Batman movie coming up, which will also be a new Batman as well. The Swamp Thing, The Authority, and a Supergirl movie called Woman of Tomorrow. As for the TV shows, we have Waller, who is the character from who you may know from Suicide Squad, the person who is kind of like the Nick Fury of that storyline, bringing these ragtag, anti-heroes together. Notably, we have a TV show coming up for Green Lantern called Lanterns, which should be pretty big. Creature Commandos, Booster Gold, and Paradise Lost. So obviously we have a pretty big slate of things to look forward to. A lot of big names, familiar names that people will definitely be looking forward to, like Superman, Batman movies, and a lot of new names, a lot of names that people are probably hearing for the first time, like Paradise Lost. So a lot to unpack here. So let's bring back our esteemed panel and get a little bit of everybody's thoughts in, because like I said, a lot to dig through here. So let's start with you, Spade. What do we got from you? What do you think?
I'm not interested in any of the movies.
Wow.
I'm not.
Wow.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Put yourself back on mute. It's
Look, realistically, the movies, the only one, you know what? No. The movies are like, whatever. If it comes, it comes. If they make it, they make it. Realistically, though, I will tell you this, though. I'm interested in the Booster Gold series. Now, that is going to be fun, because if you don't know Booster Gold, then you're missing out, because that is going to be one hell of a show. Think of it like, okay, backstory on Booster Gold. He's literally somebody from the future who comes to the past to become a superhero with future tech. So think of him like Iron Man.
For his own goals, mind you.
With his own goals, specifically to become rich. That's the only reason he's doing that. He wants the money. He wants the fame. He wants the glory. That's the only reason he becomes a superhero. So I think that would be entertaining as a series. The other series that I'm interested in is Lanterns, because think of superhero space cowboys or superhero space cops. That's basically what it's going to be. Think of it like True Detective in space. How can you go wrong with that, right? And then Waller, I mean, that would be cool. If it's anything like Peacemaker, sure, do it. I'm okay with it. I have no problems. But with the movies, it's like, how many times can you reboot Superman? How many times can you reboot Batman? Like, it's nice that they want to make this all nice and, cohesive, but no, pass. Pancakes, your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay. So I guess for the movies, I guess it's just simple for me. The sequel to Reeves' Batman. I'm glad they're leaving it on its own. I'm sure there was discussions to try to get him to join the new DC universe, but based on the success of that movie, and it's considered Elseworlds, I'm glad James Gunn and company is leaving that alone, at least for now. So that's my most anticipated movie. I guess Superman, the Superman movie. I'm still not over the whole how they handle the Henry Cavill situation, even though he's still a young man himself. TV shows, I have to agree with Spade. I'm looking forward to the Lanterns one. We've heard talk about it for so long, and ever since the disastrous movie that had good old Deadpool Ryan Reynolds in it at the time, glad we're getting something. I mean, it was teased in Justice League and the Snyder Cut. It was teased in the Arrowverse, but I'm looking forward to this one. It feels something different. It's going to have probably the most two well-known Green Lanterns with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. I think that's going to be the most fun of all the shows, maybe even all the projects. But for me, the movie, Matt Reeves' Batman sequel, and the Lanterns TV series.
All right.
Big Grim?
Give us your thoughts.
Okay. Bit to go through here for a hot second. First, before I give my picks, James Gunn, how dare you? How dare you to even say, oh, well, because it's been stated, no, Henry Cavill wasn't fired. He just wasn't hired. Really? That's what you're going to go with? Yeah, sure. That's a great way to smooth things over. Absolutely. No backlash whatsoever. Yeah, no axe to grind in the back room to get whatsoever. I promise. We can cut that out, right? No?
No.
No.
All right, cool. So, going forward, though, so Batman, the Brave and the Bold, it appears that we are going to get Damian Wayne as Robin. If you know the character, everyone has their own opinion. Some love him, some hate him. I'm all the way in the back screaming my lungs off saying, why does Damian exist?
Because Bruce Wayne and Talia, never mind.
Yes, never mind. Exactly, pancakes.
The Brave and the Bold and the Birds and the Bees.
Moving
Fade
on,
to black.
because no one cares about this character whatsoever. Yes, I am shutting it down. Hashtag cancel that culture. Moving on to my most anticipated movie, because I love a redemption story and I want it to succeed, and I think she's definitely worth a redo of a character or at least a movie. I am hoping and praying that Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, succeeds, because if I'm to understand this right, by the title alone, this may be when she ventures forth into the future with the Legion of Superheroes. That would be great. That would be awesome. Cannot wait for that. Hopefully, that is the one that knocks everyone's socks off. Jumping over to the TV shows for a hot second, we have Waller. Really? Waller. Okay, I'm not the right room.
I think they're banking hard. They're banking hard on the Peacemaker.
Yes.
For that.
Okay, let's.
But Viola Davis is awesome, though.
Yes,
She is
What?
She is
I
awesome.
don't want to see an overweight person jumping over shit, not really shooting anything. Amanda Waller as a character does nothing. She sits behind a desk and orders people around.
She delegates.
Nothing great for that. I'm moving on. Lanterns. I'm going to agree with at least 2 out of 3 of us right now. I cannot wait for this show. This is going to be great. I kind of hope we're going to deviate for a hot second and choose not to get Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart in there. Let's get the other Lanterns, because there are plenty of Green Lanterns out there that are fantastic characters on their own. Let's give them the spotlight, please. And if I open my handy dandy list for a hot second, all right. Honestly, I really don't care about anything else. Just those two. Just like give us something good, DC. Start us off on the right foot, please. I don't want to be right about you every single time. Prove me wrong, please.
Johnny, what are your 64 things you're looking forward to? So.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make this as short and cohesive as possible. I am just coming off. I'm coming off of as a very disgruntled DC movies fan, right? We've just been getting gut punch after gut punch after gut punch for the past like 10 years now, right?
We're hamburger
I mean,
meat now.
pretty much, and I mean, I'm interested in seeing the reboots. I like that James Gunn is dedicated to bringing everything together, keeping everything in a consistent timeline, even going so far as to making sure that the live action actors will voice any animated efforts they make. Things like that. That's good to me, but they just have so much to prove right now. And I mean, I will forever be salty that we're never going to get a Batfleck movie, that we're never going to get like him versus Deathstroke. We were so close to getting Deathstroke in the live action movie, and that if anything like gets me like in any part of that DC universe, it's that.
Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke too. My God,
I know.
Brief moments he was on screen, he killed it. My God.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
and I was so excited.
Sick. Oh my God.
I will forever be salty towards DC Studios about that. And I just, it's like I said, they just have a lot of work to do to really win me over with these. And like I said, I'll be looking forward towards the trailers of everything. I mean, obviously, the Brave and the Bold. It's our it's a first unified universe Batman movie, not like the Elseworld Matt Reeves Batman that we got a year or so ago, that we also have a sequel announced for as well. But it's just and a lot of these shows too, I mean, they seem interesting, that from how James Gunn described their premises, like they seem to be they're trying to make them as original as possible. So we'll see where it goes, but I'm skeptical. I'm just for reasons that I'm sure everybody else is skeptical. They just have a lot to prove, and they need to really win us over, because they're at a point right now that's so low that it's just that no one has a reason to see their movies right now. There's no incentive or satisfying reward, for lack of a better term, for watching these movies like you would with the MCU, the Marvel movies. It's just been such a mess that like what I've been hearing is good so far. There is some hope. I'm not saying it's hopeless, but they're just we just need to see more. We need to see trailers. We need to see how everything looks and sounds. And that's really all I can say about that. But
I just wanted to add, I am a fan of the fact that TV and movies can have connection and continuity, which was a major problem even for Marvel in previous years, and DC was all over the place.
Yeah,
I think they should leave video games alone. Let that be its own universe. Not every corner has to be tied together, but at least TVs and movies will be well connected. At least that's the intention that's being laid out for us. So that gives me a little hope, at least in my opinion. So
now, Pancakes, I'd like to dash your hopes for just a little bit. I'd like to be that guy for a hot second.
Here we go.
So
you're gonna give me some grim.
Oh, it's gonna be grim news for all. I at least hope it's for all, because I've put Detective Grimm over here has put one or two pieces together as much as I could, and it finally makes sense now. It really does. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have found out why Ezra Miller still has a job. That's right, because officially it has come out that the Flashpoint movie is supposed to reset every bit of all of James Gunn's plans. That's why, from what I can piece together, the only logical reason why he has still been in here and hasn't been canceled for the movie, because this Flash movie is supposed to start the brand new DCEU and make sure everything comes forward. We just have to deal with a real life supervillain.
Now, and no, and
Well
to that
said.
point-
Well said.
to that point, and it really needs to be said, like how much that shows, like how low they have gotten. Oh, it's one of our callers right now talking about how much they hate Ezra Miller. No, but like the Flashpoint movie, it's and this is what I don't want to get into a whole multiverse thing and why I hate it, like conversation, but this like the Flashpoint movie isn't a movie; it's a giant eraser. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's an eraser that they're hoping to make money off. It's telling us that, holy crap, we screwed up so badly that we just need to erase everything and start from scratch.
Yep.
Tell me any other movie studio that's ever had to do something like that in the history of movie making. Tell me, like it shows how far they have fallen. Go for it. Oh, you're gonna say like Star Wars or something?
Nope. Technically, Marvel Fox with the X-Men series.
Days of Future Past.
You asked, and I answered.
It's debatable. That's debatable because I feel like there were small things that they undid.
Listen, X-Men 3. Honestly, the first comic book movie I can honestly say I openly hated. X-Men 3 ruined a lot of characters, killed off a lot of characters for dumb reasons. There had to be a way to save the franchise.
But even then,
and Fox needed to, Johnny. You don't understand.
No, you're not wrong there, but my point still stands that like what they're doing with Flashpoint completely outdoes like what Fox tried to do with X-Men 3 and this. That was one movie, because that was one movie they were trying to undo. This is an entire 10-year universe that they
I will concede
erasing.
to you in the sense that it's not a whole amalgamation of movies happening right now, but just one storyline with one specific team. So to that, I will concede to you with that. But having said that, I still answered your question, brother.
Should we report that breaking news coming across our screen?
Yeah,
no.
I promised the audience that I would not start a 45-minute rant. I'll save that rant for when we actually talk about the multiverse in detail.
Oh,
but multiverse shit.
I can honestly say that is one thing I'm not looking forward to, Johnny. I love you, but I'm not looking forward to that at all.
That might need to just be another.
So no more multiverse talk. Let's not. We're already going to talk about when the Flash.
Spade's getting nervous
because the Flash is going to do the same exact thing. The Flash is going through a multiverse also. So
I know.
Let's save all our hate for that 1 6-hour video we're going to do with everyone hating the multiverse.
Spade, I didn't know that you hated me this much on a personal level. My God.
A little bit of hate for everybody.
All right, and on that note,
I think we got all of our thoughts in there. So roll credits.
Roll credits.